Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess who's back?
You have to click the light.
Yeah.
Todd is great and he is always baked. Morning sun shining, we can't be late. Coffee brew and tunes on the go. Knock knock, it's the Todd and Joe morning show.
God, I missed that. I missed it. So, I have an announcement, Todd.
Yeah?
And
Announce away.
I don't know how much you're going to like this.
Okay, then don't announce away.
For the month of September, am going to attempt to accomplish something.
Okay.
Sober September.
Good luck.
No drinking, no marijuana, no alcohol. I'm still going to have caffeine. I'm sorry. I worked too many hours not to. But I'm going to attempt Sober September. Oh, fuck. Where'd my weed pen go? Oh, never mind. Found it. But I'm still loving this Florist Farms vape. And do you know where I got this sumbitch?
Those fine folks down at Joe's Buds. They're at whatever the address is that I genuinely can't remember at this point in time because it's been a while. On Onondaga Boulevard in Syracuse.
Actually, I came up with a cool little script last week. And
I still got to record that sometime. Yes, continue.
Here we go. Let me see. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Once upon a time, there was this high school teenager slinging weed out of a backpack between rock gigs. And then, surprise, he got arrested. Turns out, cops don't take payments in joints. But here's the plot twist. That little degenerate actually turned his life around and became a defense attorney. Your boy, Joe Simons, went from bong hits to court hits. And for years, he fought for people who got busted with weed or worse. Because honestly, nobody's freedom should be stolen over a plant. But guess what? He came full circle, and he runs the greatest dispensary in the 3-1 Fizzle, Joe's Buds Cannabis Company. Open since May 2024, and they've been slinging top shelf flower, edibles that won't taste like burnt brownies, and gummies that'll make you forget that you pay for Netflix. Located at 4656 Onondaga Boulevard, Syracuse, Joe's Buds Dispensary is for everybody, whether you're an OG smoker who thinks Snoop Dogg's too much of a lightweight, or if you're a total newbie who still calls it the marijuanas or the reefers. Their bud tenders got your back. They'll answer your questions, guide you through the experience, and never, ever make you feel dumb for asking which end of the vape pen do you rip. So swing by, meet their buds, and leave happier than you walked in because life's too short for bad weed and overpriced carts. Joe's Buds Cannabis Company, where your high is their highest priority. I think I'm going to pimp that to Joe, and I think that should be actually their slogan. That's some top shelf shit right there.
It is. It's good shit, my friend. Sorry. A little overzealous. Yeah, I think I still have ours somewhere, maybe. We had to charge it the other day.
Ooh. That was a little rippity rip. So, Todd, our summer vacation's over. We're back. We're starting to gear up for things. And I think one of the things that me and Todd have been speaking about quite a bit over the last couple days is one of our favorite pastimes.
Crack? No.
Whoops. Video games.
Sorry.
So my second announcement is if Todd plays one round of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies with me, I will try this day 7. 7 days. Day 7.
7 days to die.
7 days to die with Todd. And it's Zombies games. And guess what? We'll stream them if you guys want. If not, then we'll fuck yourselves. Whatever.
So I meant to ask this earlier, but then things happened and whatever. I assume, and this is just assumption, because if you like zombie games, I just assume you played the Left 4 Dead games.
Oh, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead. Deuce? I did.
So I think I still have them somewhere. I would like to play them again. But
I'd have
so
to
here's the cool
re-download 'em.
part: if you ever get Steam, I know it'll like cost money to get it again. But if you buy the games on Steam, like there are so many fucking mods and different maps and crazy shit on Steam for those
Right.
games that I have just. It would just be a new game like every time.
That's
I
awesome.
swear there was like a Ghostbusters mod or something. I thought.
Oh, dude, the mods I've seen for like all the GTA stuff, holy fuck!
Yeah, GTA mods are insane.
But
like, they're.
But something that I have been needing, and I tried to do it myself today or this week, and you know, just by yourself, it's not the same as when you're experiencing the real thing. But Todd, do you have any world records for me?
TI News, where the useless news comes first.
Oh, fucked up my shoulder.
I'm sorry, man. I get a little rough sometimes.
I know you do. You gotta be careful, man. I ain't fucking young, dude. I'm gonna be 43 in 2 days.
Sheesh.
Tomorrow, technically, I guess, when this airs. Whatever.
Tuesday. Just say Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All
So
right.
guess what?
Chicken butt.
So because I love you,
Aw.
because it's been a while,
It has been a while.
every story is a world record.
Let's fucking go! Boom, 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 boom.
A Canadian politician preparing to retire celebrated her time in office by donning 360 neckties at the same time, breaking Guinness World Records in the process. Some person whose name I cannot even think about pronouncing, a member of the National Assembly of Quebec, who announced this year she will not be seeking re-election in 2026, celebrated her tenure in office by attempting a Guinness World Record on the Canadian TV series Infoman.
Canada's a wild place.
It is. She had to beat the record of 330 ties set by Brazilian David, some fucking ridiculously long ass name, in 2023. Dude, it's like fucking 4 fucking words, this dude's last name.
He's just confused.
I accepted the challenge of breaking the record for the most neckties worn at once to show that women are equal to men and that women can also wear many ties. Okay.
I didn't realize that was something that was up for any kind of discussion. I didn't know there was an issue with this. I'm glad I do now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's good I'm bringing it to our attention.
Yeah.
It took 48 minutes for her to reach the previous record, with her face just barely showing through. She captured the title by putting on 30 more ties.
So like, what are the like regulations with this?
It just what? World records or the tie thing?
The tie, like, so for example, like, does your face have to show? Like, could I just have ties from the top of my head or on my arms? Does it have to be around my neck? Like, what does it say what the stipulations are?
No, but I'm going to assume like it would have to be more specific, because somebody being like, well, you know, I put on 600 ties, but they were around various parts of my body. They're not being specific on being like, you have to have them around like your neck or neck area in order to. So that's what probably comes down to just a ridiculous little like thing like that.
I was just curious because I was like, that's kind of insane.
It really is. So this one comes from Mexico.
Mexico?
A festival in a Mexican city served 13,250 tacos in 1 hour.
Holy fuck.
And in the process also broke the Guinness World Records for largest stir fry and the largest frying pan. The La Discada 2025 festival in Guadalupe involved a team of 100 culinary students using a 23-foot diameter frying pan. That's right, a 23-foot diameter frying pan to prepare a stir-fried dish called La Discada, which contains sausage, beef, pork, bacon, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and beer.
That sounds like that was made specifically for me.
Yeah, and then a fun time in the bathroom later. The stir fry cooked for 3 hours and 40 minutes over a wood fire, and the 5,331 pounds of cooked food was then turned into tacos served to the festival's 10,000 attendees.
Okay, I wish I would have known about this because we may have had to make an international trip there, Todd.
Dude, I will never go to Mexico.
You've never been to Mexico?
I never want to go.
Oh,
That is not a place I'm really looking ever forward in life to going to. Not to be a dick, just not a place that sounds appealing to me. Nowhere.
So I've been to Mexico once, and it was.
I'm glad you made it bad.
It was about 10 years ago, and it was. I was in a wedding, and it was on a resort and everything, and after the resort, everything was fine. Didn't leave. Got there to the airport. Took a bus about 45 minutes to the resort. We're right on the ocean, beautiful. It was all inclusive. You didn't once you're there, you didn't pay for your food, your drinks, or whatever. But after the wedding, a bunch of the bridal party and the guests and maids of honor all wanted to go right off the resort to some of the bars and shit there. And let me tell you, I stood in the back of that fucking bar with all them I was scared shitless. So I get it. The all-inclusive resorts are totally, I think, safe as long as you don't leave the resort. And it's beautiful.
Also makes it feel like you're fucking imprisoned. It's all good unless you leave the grounds, boy. You're shit.
That's crazy.
See. This one comes from Cyprus.
Hill?
No, I wish. We'll talk about them later.
Kohl's has a Cypress Hill t-shirt on sale for $5 right now.
Nice.
I almost bought it for you. I knew you were going to the concert. I almost bought you one, but I think it was actually the day you went to the concert that we went there. What day did you go to the concert?
Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Monday or Tuesday that I went, I think. I almost bought it for you.
Yeah, we'll chat about that a little bit later on because I have a funny story about that and how stupid people are. Really stupid. So anyway, this bitch from Cyprus, which I think is
It's Greece.
Greece, yeah.
Yeah, it's Greece.
64-year-old reclaimed a Guinness World Record by balancing 511 wine glasses on his head for 15 seconds.
He had lost this record? You said reclaimed.
Yeah. So this dude, a professional glass dancer, had the wine glasses collectively weighing about 139 pounds arranged onto a block with sheets of plywood between the layers. So not only are there glasses, it's also fucking plywood.
So
and he's a glass dancer.
Living over there in my youth in that region, I'm not surprised because the crazy things people. I remember we went to some fucking thing and there was some old guy who had a mustache, but his mustache went all the way to the ground.
That's amazing.
And he would loop the mustache through it and then lift weights with his fucking braided fucking ends of his mustache and shit, dude. It was
That's
so a professional glass dancer. That makes sense to me. I'm not. It's crazy.
The block was lifted by a forklift until that dude could stand under. Now, mind you, this dude's 64 years old as well.
Yeah,
could stand underneath it and take on the weight. So basically, this dude has a pallet of 511 wine glasses.
Jesus Christ.
Above his head. Yeah, on his head. So above his head. He stood with the 511 glasses balanced on his head for 15 seconds before returning the block to the forklift without any of the drink containers falling.
That's insane.
Now, my question is, when it says before returning the block to the forklift, does that mean that the forklift came and took it or lifted it back off his head, or did he have to walk somewhere with it? Because that'd be even more amazing. Even if he had to walk a foot to put it back on the forklift that.
I'm assuming the forklift came right here, and
which is also kind of frightening if you think about it.
Dude, that's a lot of with
There's a lot of-
150 pounds at least falling on top of you if the forklift fucks up.
Yeah, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it does not say. I wish the weight was included.
You know what I just realized on here? Like, we can mark, like, almost like the time thing.
Yeah.
So, like after each segment, we can start marking that to make it easier to cut them.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Discovering things. So now I understand what glass dancing is because they just told me about it and I had no idea. Glass dancing is a traditional performance in Cyprus involving an increasing number of glasses being placed on a dancer's head until they fall. It's a lot of waste of glass.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Do you think his parents are proud?
I hope so. He performed such a dance when he first set the record for most wine glasses balanced on the head in 2023 when he topped out at 319 glasses. His record was later broken, and he said that he decided not to dance for his most recent attempt to ensure it went smoothly. So he wasn't dancing, apparently. He was just balanced.
Standing.
Yes. So one more. This would have made me fucking vomit. An amusement park aficionado from England is on a quest to ride every roller coaster in Britain and Ireland. He broke a world record by boarding 55 of the thrill rides in a fucking week. Guinness World Records announced Dean Stokes, 36, is the inaugural holder of the record for the most roller coasters ridden in 1 week after surpassing the record-keeping organization's goal of 30. So apparently they must have certain goals for things that you have to hit.
Right. So I can't be like, hey, I'm the first person to rip this for 30 seconds. Now I own a world record.
Yeah, exactly. I visited my first theme park as a teenager and quickly realized I loved the adrenaline rush. I enjoy finding new theme parks to visit and taking in the whole ambiance from theming, the music, and through the rides themselves. Stokes started his attempt August 2nd at the Brighton Palace Pier and ended 1 week later at Thorpe Park in Surrey. Stokes said his original plan was to ride more than 60 coasters in a week, but weather led to two theme parks being unexpectedly closed in the middle of the week. He said his favorite coaster of the attempt was the Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Ooh, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That's the name.
First of all, how are there that many amusement parks in Britain and Ireland?
That's amazing too. Well, he had to ride 55 rides, so
right, but still, like the fact that England and Ireland have more than like a couple. Like, is kind of mind-boggling to me.
I guess I could see maybe, like, Britain and shit, like, having... I mean, it's kind of, like... I don't want to say touristy, but you know what I mean. Like, I know Ireland is, too, but Ireland's more, like, in my opinion, like, touristy for, like, natural shit. For, like, the beauty of Ireland. You know, like, that type of thing.
I was saying Ireland would be more touristy, yeah, for the drinking. I want to go to Ireland and get fucking hammered.
But, like, Britain and shit...
Not in September.
Like, no. But in like Britain and shit, people are like they're not going to fucking Great Britain to be like, oh, let me go see the rolling mountains of Great Britain. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, and if you think about it, it's if the dude did 5 rides or so and hit up 10 parks in the grand scheme of things, like that's not a lot really. Like if you're talking about like all of Britain and Ireland now, if they're like, you could only do 1 ride per park, then that might be like, that's a lot of parks for those places for sure. But yeah, if he's doing multiple in one park, but so there you go, man. Odd news, all world records. Why? Because
we're back, baby.
So I have fucked up facts, but they all pertain to something we were speaking about a little bit earlier.
My penis.
Video games.
Oh. Sorry. Wrong topic.
So I have 35 high-scoring video game facts. Now, as I was reading through them, a lot of them don't elaborate. So it's just, hey, here's the fact.
Here's the fact. Fuck off.
So, contrary to popular belief, the first video game was not Pong. It was preceded by Tennis for Two in 1958 and Space War with an exclamation point in 1962.
Okay, hold on. You can't just read it that fucking blasé if there's an explanation point after it, Joe.
It's Space War! That's the name of the game.
There you go.
Okay, yes. There you go.
There you go.
The video game industry is worth more than the film and music industries combined.
Easily.
Ralph Baer is often held to be the father of video games, and his brown box video game system, designed in 1967, paved the way for all future consoles.
That's crazy.
The video game industry consistently brings in more money than Hollywood. In 2018, the global gaming market was valued at $134.9 billion, while the global box office brought in $41.1 billion.
That's fucking insane.
Rockstar Games has created some of the most lucrative games of all time. Their 2013 title, Grand Theft Auto 5, earned a staggering $1 billion within how long?
Oh, fucking less than a year.
A staggering $1 billion within the first 3 days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot they did fucking blow shit out of the water. I completely forgot about that now.
Eventually earning, and I don't even know this, but at the point of this article, $6 billion is how much it's earned.
Oh, and climbing. Just constantly going up and up and up and up.
The character Mario first appeared in the game what?
Donkey Kong.
And his name was what?
Oh, fucking Super Jumpman or some shit?
Jumpman. His name was changed to Mario and Donkey Kong Jr. So, the Japanese video game giant Nintendo was founded in 1889 as the Marufuku Company.
Whoa, watch your mouth.
Do you know what they originally made?
Oh, I did know this, and I can't remember now. Fuck. Tuna?
Playing cards.
Playing cards.
The word Nintendo roughly translates to leave luck to heaven.
Okay.
Nintendo video game developer Shigeru Miyamoto is responsible for many of the gaming's most beloved franchises. His creations include Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Zelda, Star Fox, F-Zero, and Pikmin. Professional video gaming, or esports, has a longer history than you might imagine. While it's really only taken off in the past few years, video game competitions date back to Space War contest held at Stanford University in 1972. Nice. Was that better? Was that a better?
No, that was fucking a million times better. You really shoved it in there like no lube.
The video game company Electric Arts
EA, it's in the game,
has been the subject of some controversy due to the fact that a central portion of its revenue streams come from in-game loot boxes, which some governments have defined as a type of gambling.
Oh, shit.
For decades, the best-selling video game of all time was the Russian game
Missile Commander.
Tetris.
Okay.
Oh, you're a dick. Originally designed in 1984 for PCs, Tetris has been released for a variety of gaming platforms, selling over 170 million copies in total. The smash hit Minecraft passed its record in 2019 with 176 million copies sold. I have to say, I have bought more copies of Minecraft than I have Tetris, though.
Yeah, easily.
I love Minecraft. I play it with my kids. Mm-hmm. 2018 study found that online gamers play an average of 6 hours a week. Gamers in the UK played the most, and South Korean gamers averaged the least.
Doesn't South Korea have no internet?
It's awful. Shit? Yeah, my sister was stationed there for a year. Older video games tend to be much more difficult than modern titles. One probable reason for this is that many older gamers played in arcades, so greater difficulty meant the customer kept shelling out quarters. I never thought about that. I'm definitely not
Fuck
going to.
ET.
I'm going to stop at 20. I'm not going to all 35. The early 1980s was the golden days for the video game company Atari. Their coin-operated arcade hits included Asteroids, Space Invaders, Centipede, and Gauntlet. The American obsession with video arcades reached its peak in 1981. Time magazine reported that in that year alone, Americans had spent $20 billion in quarters on arcade games. That was twice as much income as every casino in Nevada combined. How much? So was that 1981? How much is 21 billion in
Probably, I would say,
1984? Over 100, right?
I don't know if that much.
Nope. $53.3 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. So, what popular video game franchise has released 30 different versions of their game in their 30 years of being a franchise?
Mario?
Madden.
Wow. 30 years. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Super Mario Brothers was the first side-scrolling video game, a term coined by Arnie Katz, editor of Electronic Games. I remember that magazine. Two more, and they're both Nintendo related. Nintendo entered the video game scene in the early 1980s with its smash hit.
Was it Mario?
Before
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. And we'll do the other 15 next week. But violence in video games has a long history of controversy. In 1993, Nintendo decided to play it safe and release a toned-down version of the, at the time, new game, Mortal Kombat! While Sega released the uncensored version, Sega outsold Nintendo 4-1 as gamers clamored for blood. And that is our foot. 1, 2, 3, fight! Oh, you can!
Okay, that's good.
Oh, that came out when I was in like 5th grade, and I remember waiting for it and renting it from the base because I was living in Turkey, and we had the 2 VCRs so we could put one in and record that sumbitch, and I fucking watched the shit out of that fucking movie. Oh, and that soundtrack still fucking slaps. And do you know what other soundtrack still slaps to this day? Same time period. Space Jam soundtrack. The original Space Jam soundtrack? Bro, I must have listened to that forever. I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low. All right. What's next, Todifer?
So I think this was from a bit ago, but it's still funny, and I want to see if you ever heard anything or saw about this. I'm just gonna share my screen and just not even like, just gonna let you see it and have you be like, what? And be like, yeah. Did you ever hear about this?
No.
At some point, I can't remember when this was, but yeah, an owl stole like a hobby horse, like a kid's toy horse thing, and like flew around with it. Like, could you imagine not like knowing and walking out your fucking house and looking up and seeing that shit?
That's crazy.
So, which leads me to wondering if you have ever seen, or if we've ever talked about this, because it is a little ridiculous in my opinion. Have you ever heard of or seen the hobby horse competitions?
Continue.
Okay, so as we know, now I gotta find this shit. So as we know, hobby horse is what that is. You know, it's the
Right.
Horse head on the stick. You know, da 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 da. So, well, there we go. Probably a couple of years ago, it was brought to my attention that there are competitions for hobby horses, but it's people that are riding them, but kind of like galloping like horses, and also like jumping over stuff like horses. So I have found some that I will share. Hold on. Why are you? Well, let me see. Let me share my screen now with you. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm watching.
Finland. Over 400 riders and more than 2,500 spectators showed up to see who's got it and who doesn't. But it comes with some rather dark side effects. Many of the girls, who are between 10 and 18 years old, have experienced bullying for their love of the sport. 1.41 meters and celebrated by having some chips and Coca-Cola. This is the Hobby Horse Champ.
Germany's first hobby horse championship has galloped through Frankfurt. The popular pastime saw trained competitors take naive prisoners on their canter to the top. Roughly 300 riders escorted time jumping, style jumping, and dressage on their wooden stick.
She had chips and Coca-Cola after that jump.
When you first see this competition, you might wonder, what is this? Actually, it's called hobby horse, also known as amateur equestrian or wooden horse dressage. This fun sport combines elements
Wooden
of
horse
equestrianism and
dressage?
gymnastics,
What the
but
fuck?
instead of real horses, participants use handmade wooden horse sticks. In the competition, riders mimic real equestrian events like obstacle courses and elegant dressage routines. While traditional dressage is admired for its grace, owning a good horse can be expensive. That's why Europeans came up with this more accessible alternative. Some might think it looks childish, but for enthusiasts, it's the perfect way to experience equestrianism. After all, not every family can afford real horse training, right? When you first see this
fuck up. So,
That one doesn't have a horse.
Todd, I see your hobby horse and I'm gonna raise it.
Okay.
Oh
Lord.
I'm gonna raise your hobby horse.
Raise that hobby horse. I'm kind of frightened. I'll be honest. I'm gonna eat a fucking peanut butter pumpkin. That's how scared I am. Oh Lord. %100% beat me.
Wait, look at this motherfucker. Frank Gibb's the fucking man.
Wow.
Look at that dude fly.
I think the camel still won, but
It did. Oh fuck. Oh.
well done.
I love the internet. I love the internet. So, I have an idea for a segment now.
Mhm.
Each week, we both try to find some like fucked up sport or event or hobby, and we try to one up each other.
I'm good with it.
So, who gets it this week? Hobby horses or midget relay versus camel racing?
Camel one for sure. The hobby horse just shows how like just ridiculous society's become. But a camel fucking racing a midget is just priceless. Little person, sorry. That'd be PC.
Vertically challenged individual.
Sorry.
All right, so I'll keep track of these. So, Todd with an exclamation mark and Joe. I have one. So what's next, Todd? We've had camel racing. We've had hobby horsing. We've talked video games. We've talked world records with ties. And I've made a pledge for a sober September and to play 7 days of death, blood, and tears.
7 days to die. Let me share my screen again because I want to see if you remember something. And the it's a meme, but the caption with it is as I'm older now, I agree with this caption.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I see this. I love that shit.
Dude, I guarantee somewhere at my parents' house, both of these, I had at least two, if not, I think there was 3 or 4 of them. I had a couple of them for sure.
The one that talked about the girl with the ribbon around her neck.
Yep.
That's the one I had.
I had the only ones that stuck out to me.
Here, I'll look them up.
One was it? The one with the girl that had like the cut on her face that was fucking, that ended up being like spider eggs and shit. That,
yep.
Exploded. Like I know I had that one. Man, I only remember a few of them, but yeah, but legitimately, exactly what this says. Like, what person was like, hey, you know what? Let elementary school kids read these books in the fucking whatever 90s.
1, 2, yeah, there's 3, and then there's 2 compilation ones. So 29 stories. It doesn't even.
And then there was a movie.
Okay, the movie just came out like within the last 10 years.
2019, I think it was.
You are correct. Yeah. Did you watch it?
No, I did not, because I wasn't sure. Like,
let me make sure this is the same movie I'm thinking. Yes, I actually liked it. I thought it wasn't bad. It wasn't like as bad. I thought it was gonna be horrible, but it was better than what it was. I remember watching that during COVID.
The vid, yeah. I don't know, when I saw it again, I was like, I completely had forgotten about those books. But yeah, 100%, dude. Like they were some fucked up stories and shit.
Yeah.
If you're from that generation, you know.
Like Goosebumps. I loved Goosebumps.
Dude, I used to like, literally my mom would take me to the library. I'd get like 2 Goosebumps books and we'd get home and I would just like, it was like summertime when the living was easy. And I would just sit outside and like read both of them in like 2 hours or some shit. And then she'd be pissed because like, she's like, we just went there. You already read them? I'm like, okay, I just wanted to keep reading them. And now, like, if you give me a book, I'll read like the same page like 18 times because my brain just doesn't work the same way anymore.
Dude, when I read, like, there's a book series at work. We like kind of started like a weird book club at work, and it was a lot easier when I was on the midnight shift. Now it's not as easy to read, but like I was averaging between 50 to 70 books a year, just fucking crushing them. Now, what was your favorite Goosebumps book or like trilogy or whatever?
Jesus Christ, man. The only one that like really sticks out that I remember the most is the one about the camera.
Oh, Say Cheese or Die.
Yeah, the one where it would fucking like suck your soul out or whatever.
Yep.
Like,
say Cheese and Die.
But you know, and I read like all of them. Like I actually like when I was, because I don't want to get into it, but I for like a summer I kind of like volunteered at like the local library in Oneonta and shit, and like so like I would know when new stuff came out, and like I fucking read like every single one. I just, for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure that one is the one that like stuck out the most, and I don't know what it had to do with, if it was just the story itself about the camera and all that shit. And then
Right.
it's something that as I got older, you still hear people kind of like say as like a lore thing of like, oh, don't look directly into whatever, like the eyes are gateway to your soul, etc., etc. So like, I don't know if that's why, because it was something that down the road also like people actually like believe and talk about. Right. So it was just like something that stuck with me. But so can't say it was my favorite or not. It's just the one I truly like only remember.
I was a big Monster Blood fan.
Okay.
It was like the blob stuff.
Yeah.
In the first one, and the second one, like the hamster ate it.
Yep.
So they have a Goosebumps TV show now. The first season had Justin Long. I watched like the first episode of the second season. Second season's got David Schwimmer in it. But what they've done is they combine different elements of like the different like stories to create like a new kind of thing. And it's definitely not for kids, really. Like it's more for like the preteen, like 10, 11, 12. Like it's a little bit darker than even the Goosebumps books themselves. Like I dug the first season. I don't know about the second season, but I dug it. You might like it if you ever get bored and want to watch it.
You have so much crap to fucking watch.
I know.
I think we're behind like 2 Marvel movies. We still got to finish the last season of Lucifer.
Did you see Captain America yet?
No, that's one of the Marvel movies.
So you're 3 behind. You're 3 Marvel movies behind. Captain America, Thunderbolts, and then Fantastic Four.
Okay. Well, yeah. Fantastic Four I will go to the theaters for. Most of them I wait till they come out.
Oh, Fantastic Four is awesome.
I want to go see fucking... God damn it. Naked Gun.
That should be streaming soon, actually.
I know, and I really actually wanted to see it in theaters. There's not a lot of movies I like want to go to the theater to see where I could just be like, oh, I'll fucking wait. But that was kind of one of them, and I heard a lot of good shit about it. Like people I talked to, like nobody said anything like terrible about it. Said it was really
I heard it was funny, and now Liam Neeson's banging Pamela Anderson because of it.
Yeah, I mean, we can all.
That's a sentence. That's a sentence I never ever thought I would be saying.
No, not at all. So yeah, we still got to do Mystery Science Theater, but we'll do it next week.
Okay.
It's in there, but yeah. So we, my girlfriend and I, attended a concert the other night.
Ooh.
The Mighty Cypress Hill. It was the Dank Days of Summer tour. It was
Hail King Cypress.
3 out of the far side, or 3 out of the 4 far side. Lupe Fiasco and
Lupe was there too.
Yeah.
And Atmosphere.
Yeah. Yes.
I should just fucking gone with you, man.
Yeah,
oh,
that
I'm
show was fucking
now.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
so
Cypress.
mad now.
So
I love that.
No,
Atmosphere is one of my like all-time favorite.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Like Slug's awesome.
It rained for a good chunk of the show, which kind of sucked in a way. Like it's just never, like the show was still great, but it's just one of those things where you're like, I'm getting like we had ponchos that we bought, but it was still just like, man. Then it like stopped, then it rained, but regardless, so
right.
Great show done by everybody. I saw Farside. I wish I saw Cypress a couple of years ago, and they put on just a great show. But I wish it was everybody from Farside, but 3 out of 4 isn't bad, and Fat Lip rapped in the crowd the whole time. Like
that's
legitimately awesome. Was in the pit. He did the first song on stage, and then and they only did maybe like 6 or 7 songs, but like the rest he was just in the pit the whole time fucking rapping. That's and dope. Nobody was being stupid, like, which was really nice to see. Like nobody was trying to fucking like rap with, and just be ridiculous. People like gave him his props, but gave him his space, let him do his thing, You
gotta think too, show. Like their fans are like our age. We're not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not the young kids like doing that bullshit.
So no, but the people. So this was the funny part. The couple in front of us, dude and this chick, whatever. So we're all smoking, you know. It is literally like a 90s fucking hip hop tour, basically.
Right.
So the girl apparently was getting annoyed with the smoke. So they legitimately left halfway through Cypress's set because the pot smoke at a Cypress Hill concert was bothering her.
Oh, what a dummy. Lady, I hope you watch this someday so I can personally tell you you're dumb. You're a dummy. You're a dummy.
So we were wondering, like, was it the boyfriend that wanted to be there?
It must
You know, like, and she just went along. Well, if that's the case, bitch, just don't go. You
Right.
know, like, if it's not something you'd be into, like, not everybody, you know, not every couple you have to like the same fucking music. If somebody doesn't want to go to a show, like, I would never be
Right.
offended. If I was like, hey, I'm going to go to the show, my girlfriend was like, I don't feel like it, but you go ahead, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, it's, you know.
Right.
But yeah, legitimately witnessed two people leave a Cypress Hill concert because it smelled like the marijuana smoke was bothering her.
That's wild to me. That truly is a wild fucking thing. You're at a Cypress Hill concert and you're complaining about weed smoke?
It's like going to a bar and bitching about drunk people.
Right. 100%.
It's
ridiculous.
So yeah, but I mean, it was a great show. They always put on a fucking killer show. They covered a fucking Rage song,
Which
which
one?
was pretty cool. Bomb Track,
Ooh.
which was so random. Like he didn't even really like. He kind of like was like, oh yeah, you know, like we're gonna do a song that somebody else is. They don't really play it a lot much anymore. Da 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 da. And then like they started. It was just Be Real. Like Sen like left the stage for it. Not, I don't think for anything like bad. Just but like Be Real just did the whole thing and like yeah. So
that's awesome.
To hear
his voice, yeah.
Yeah, but to be at like a Cypress show and hear them cover Rage is fucking weird. Great, it sounded amazing. It's just fucking like not what I expected.
Right.
And then they always end it with they do Jump Around. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and Be Real said he was like, this isn't our song, but it's the greatest song, like the greatest hip hop song ever written. And then, but like Far Side was out there, like Atmosphere was out there when they did it and shit. So, back up. Yeah, it was a good show.
The whole crew act up, feel it? Get amps in my trunk.
Good show, and I think our last one for the summer, or no, I'm sorry, we're going to see this. Well, we're going to see the Stray Cats in November, but
oh, nice.
Yeah, they're playing at Turning Stone.
Oh, that's cool.
Got to go see the old bands before they stop touring because they're good.
I know. Well, everybody's dying off. Ozzy.
I think that's all I got.
That's all I got too.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you guys for giving us an hour of your week, starting your off week, right?
Yeah, just about.
I am Joey Effin Stones. That's Trizzy E.
Yeah, son. Keep going with these names. It's been like a fucking year and a half.
Peace up.
Peace, bitches. It's the one that says outro.
I know. I'm pressing live.
Next to the picture of my penis.